Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Perisno 0.6. Now, when we left off, I still had save data, and now I have, thanks to my backups, finally caught up with where we were previously. Now, we have been awarded Yerbay Castle, and as you can see, we have garrisoned it with a couple of our previous troops. Now, I do have a couple new troops as well, including quite a few of these rather low-tiered units at the moment. They are going to be leveling up through fierce combat, of course. And we have a couple of these Illican Falchi units as well. So I'm hoping that in the battle with these two Machiavellian vassals, we will be able to show our mettle to King Ingveld, and maybe he will see fit to award us with future fiefs. And who knows, we may be able to even rescue some of these Drachen priesters who are currently taken prisoner by these guys. So, let's head in. Now, as you can see, they were raiding Wittinghausen, and we are hopefully going to be able to catch at least one of them. There we are. Let's do it. Okay, so we have 122, which might be a little bit overkill for this. However, I would like to carry on after this and potentially get to a prospective fief, perhaps? Maybe to take it, maybe to siege it? We don't know yet. I would like to be able to try, but yes, as you know, the town nearby is incredibly well defended, and whoa, that was a nice swing on my part right there, if I do say so myself. Very nice indeed. And so, we will now get ready with all of our amazing units, and oh, that was the Lord himself. He was a little bit foolish, wasn't he? To charge straight ahead into us there? Interesting. Okay, well, I suppose he knew that his actual position was not too strong, so he thought he will be the bravest man he could be. And he is only knocked unconscious, so he doesn't really have to worry too much. And I think what we might want to do, really, is siege the nearby Machiavellian castle, because as I was waiting here to find out whether my King Ingveld, of course, would award Yerbay Castle to us once again, I noticed that there were quite a few Machiavellian vassals around, and thankfully enough, 3 of the Valahir clan's vassals turned up to help me. Because at that time, I was attempting to, well, lose my morale issues, because of course I did have a huge morale deficit, and I was obviously placing all of our units in the garrison there, and then waiting until our morale increased. As you can see, 13 morale is incredibly needed right there. 3 renown is not bad at all either, and there we are, we took everyone down, and oh, he was managing to escape right there. Okay, so we lost 3 units there, but these Drachen priesters are so good that I think I might lose one of these thralls. Now, I know that they are the lowest tier, and I would like to keep them so that they can level up, but these guys are just so good, so we'll keep those for now. Okay, so I think apart from that, even though I would like to take all of these as well, they are a part of the enemy faction, so I don't think it would be a good idea for us to take them. However, I will be taking these fellows because, as you can see, their horses are absolutely beastly. Not entirely sure why they're so beastly, but I am looking forward to seeing them in combat, that is for sure. Look at that, wow. Okay, that is fine with me, that is for sure. Okay, so, ooh, I would like to try and find the weapon that fires these particular projectiles. I know that I did find it, I believe, in the special feature, and I commented on it at the time, and many of you answered me and said, oh, it's a crossbow of some sort, and yes, it's obviously an axe bow, I would say. Yes, you would assume so, at least. But yes, there we are. Okay, I will not be taking any of that, and we will be, hopefully, pursuing Lord Galad and taking him down. He doesn't actually have any prisoners of worth, to be honest, and wait a minute. Shall we just check how many units they have here? Because maybe, just maybe, we would be able to head in and try to take it. So let's just take a look here. Yeah, okay. Well, something tells me that might not be the best idea. However, if there were no vassals there, I would try. I seriously would try if there were no vassals there, so maybe what we could do is try to lure them out somehow. Not entirely sure how to do that. Maybe head to the nearby village and tell them to cause a fire. That might be an idea, but I think for now we will be taking out this other Machiavellian vassal, and yes, I did best him, and now we will be besting you. So, let's head over. Oh my, okay, it appears they are moving quite fast, so maybe we want to stick around here and see what we can do. Okay, well, let's move our archers back and get our infantry to stand ahead, because of course Lord Galard was able to take one of our archers down, which is not very nice of him, I must admit. However, is this him? I think that might be him. No, it isn't. Okay, never mind. He is among them, though, somewhere. Not entirely sure where at the moment, but we will soon see, and hopefully we will be present at the time of his demise. You never know. There we are. Take down that guy as well, and ooh, yes. That just reminds me, he did have a lot larger army size than the previous fellow that we fought, so we do need to be a little more cautious when it comes to charging straight on in there and taking severe amounts of damage. Yes, there we are. Oh my. Jump and slash does not really work here. They are very hardy units right there. Oh, and we know how effective the crossbowmen can be as well, because of course we used them with our previous adventure in Perisno 0.5. So, yes, we do need to watch out for that, and I need to raise my shield in terms of crossbow bolts streaming towards our face. You never know, it might happen. Now, as you can see, we are demolishing them rather easily, and there is, well, I would hope some reasoning behind that, and I would hope that maybe we would even be able to take, as I say, that nearby town. So maybe it would be a good idea. I am going to be taking this because I would like to increase my relation with the Valahir clan just a little bit. And I think we'll take these... Should we? Yeah, we may as well. And we'll take these Machiavellian crossbowmen as prisoners. Why not? And we'll take these for a companion, and that will be that. I do not have much space, so that is why I'm being a little bit frugal with our inventory. Now, I will be heading back to Yerbe Castle very, very quickly indeed, and we will be... Oh no, what's better? Oh, I do not know. I think rangers are better, so we'll go with that. I could be wrong there, but yes, we have had a look at the stats previously, but I have obviously forgotten. Okay, experienced Valahir raiders, very nice. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. Let's place these guys in here. And who else did we pick up? Not many, I must admit. Okay, well, let's just leave that, and we'll place these fellows in the prisoner's hold. Oh, yes. They will never leave this place. Well, maybe they will. We'll see. Okay. So, yeah, I would really like to take this, wouldn't I? Oh, it appears the strongest vassal has actually just left. That is still 450 units. And they have 17 incredibly strong units, as far as I can see there. And maybe even some more that I cannot see, because I don't believe we have fought some of these units before in combat. But as you can see, Baron Matthias is only 6% HP, and he is currently rejuvenating, I would expect. Now, the one thing that I really do want to do is to be able to rescue these prisoners in here, because of course, as you can see there, we have some divine aethelings, and there's 4 of them in the prisoner hold. They actually have a lot of Illican units as well as some Valahir clan units, even though they're not exactly of the highest caliber, although there is a Huskar there. So, I think this might actually be a good idea, even though we will probably be losing a lot of units in the process. I think it's going to be worth it in the end, because, I mean, look at that. They have 74 prisoners. Even if we lose 74 units, I think it will be worth it. So, let us head in and build the ladders. It will take 7 hours. Let us hope that Kaiser Otto does not turn up, or maybe those fellows. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Maybe I didn't need to... Oh, never mind. Yes. I was about to say, maybe I didn't need to interrupt my construction right there, but as you can see, these guys have 237 plus 50 plus 50, 50, 100, and another 43, so yeah. That's around 400 units? Maybe more than that. No, that's 500, wow. Huh, what do they actually have here? They have Nibor Honor Guards, which is basically Robin Honor Guards. Oh my. They've taken quite a few strong units prisoner. Mercenary Lancers, not entirely sure how strong they are. But it appears they have fought some Eagle parties, but they would win with the amount of units they have, so maybe it would be an idea to take these guys on. Shall we try? Some of our units are currently incapacitated. Okay, I think what I will do is head back into the castle here. I will rest up for some time, and then we will be pursuing them. Okay, so here we are. We have recruited, well, we've taken a couple of units out of the garrison, and we are now ready to take these guys on. So let's do it. Oh yes, we will fight you to the end. They only have 248 because, as you saw, the remaining units were a little bit behind the main party, so hopefully we'll be able to take them out in 2 fell swoops, and of course that is 2 engagements. Now, I will be moving our units back rather swiftly here, and we will let the enemy come to us. So, let's just make sure that we get in a rather good position here. I would like to make sure that our archers have good line of sight towards our enemies, and we will be doing a similar function with our formation. By that I mean, of course, our archers behind and our infantry in front. The best way we can, at least. If our archers will actually listen to us, that might be an idea. And oh, it appears our enemies are thinking the exact same thing. That is rather funny, isn't it? Okay, well, maybe what we will be doing is taking our cavalry and taunting them on the battlefield. Oh yes, so let us ride towards them, and maybe we will reposition our archers in the meantime. So let's get them up here. There we are. Okay, so let's just scout ahead, fellows, and we'll see what they have to offer in terms of ranged capability. Oh my. Okay, well, they have a lot of ranged units, suffice it to say. That is probably why they're holding position. And I suppose to that end we need to be a little cautious. So thankfully I believe most of our units have shields, so as long as they do we should be alright. However, some of our units, as you saw here, this fellow has a two-handed axe. He is not going to have a very good day fighting these guys, that is for sure. So let's see what we can do here, I expect. This is going to be rather bloody, perhaps. Okay. Well, infantry here, and cavalry can hold position and attack the archers, I suppose. Actually, wait. Why do I want them to attack the archers? I do not want them to do that. No! They're going in! Oh my goodness. Okay, follow me. Holding position apparently does not work too well. But, oh, okay, it appears that they only have wandering criminals. That is fine, okay. I thought they had a lot more of the honor guards, of Robin himself, you never know. And we will just charge everyone in now, apart from, of course, the archers, who are all the way back there for some unknown reason. I thought I had told them to come closer, but it appears that that was not the case. Not entirely sure why not. But never mind, we are still going to be victorious, I hope. And without too many casualties as a result of that. As you saw, as soon as the infantry come into range, they are able to completely decimate the HP of the wandering criminals. And oh, here is an additional reinforcement wave. Oh no. Okay, let's be a little bit more cautious here and take him out in first person. I don't know why, but I am actually terrible fighting on first person, especially on a horse. Not really too bad on foot in first person, but yes. Wow, on a horse it is a crime for me to go into first person. Oh no. Okay, well, I suppose it might be fitting, considering we are fighting against criminals majorly here. Come on, yes. Oh, there we are. We have actually advanced to level 21. I almost missed that. That would have been terrible, but yes. It appears that our archers, as you see, they are all the way over there. This is a little strange, I must admit. Okay, there we are. That is a little better, I think. They will now head closer and closer to our enemies, even though we have already taken out 167 of them, and counting. And I would be very surprised indeed if we were beaten back now and end up losing, but maybe we will once we have actually engaged Robin's or Nibor's party specifically. So there we are, 33 renown, 7 morale, that's good. I like that renown, that is for sure. And there we are, 59 remain. So thankfully it is a clear day this time around, so we will be able to see our opponents a lot more clearly and hopefully identify their weaknesses a lot better this time as well, because of course, as you saw, my command of our units was absolutely atrocious, so maybe we can do a little bit better this time around. However, I am being pincushioned by quite a few of their units. Oh no. They had a huge amount of crossbowmen, and as you know, they are rather deadly, especially when commanded by the AI, because yes, whenever I am using a crossbow, I am pretty terrible. And to that end, I think I might be switching my crossbow for something else soon. Not entirely sure what, but as you saw me looking at the Axbow ammo, I'm thinking maybe we will try to find whatever that weapon is. So, yeah, I'll try to look out for that whenever I am at a marketplace. Okay, I think considering they only have 59 and we, well, 58 now, but yes, we have 99, we should be able to take these guys out without any issues whatsoever. So let us tell our infantry and our cavalry to charge in. Our cavalry is quite far behind, so they will take... Ooh, they're quite fast, aren't they? Yes. I was hoping they would take a little bit longer to get to the hill, so our infantry could potentially enter the fray first, but maybe not. And oh my, this is not good. I did not expect this many archers. So, that's... Whoa, okay. We just took out one of the honor guards in one hit. Well, that gives me a lot more confidence than before. I was not expecting those fellows to be any kind of pushover whatsoever. So, yeah, I suppose with a bow they are incredibly deadly, but maybe once you are in melee with them, they don't have too much HP. That would make sense. And here we are. Our infantry has now engaged the enemy. And I proceed to have the most incredible accuracy of anyone ever in the battlefield, but yes, we can only hope that... Ah, there we are. Nice kill right there. Good. Okay. Well, I think that is probably going to be it. Yes, there we are. 5 enemies remain. And I have switched to my crossbow for some unknown reason. But yes, we will end with looking incredibly ridiculous. Look at that. Look at all those projectiles. Wow. Okay. Well, there we are. 7 renown, not bad. We did lose 2 of the hardened Drengars, but I do not believe that is too bad. We can recoup our losses rather swiftly there. Now, I will be taking Eagle Retainers. And Wolf Pages, do they become anything? Let's just take them and see, shall we? Yes, they do. Aha, good. Okay, Wolf Knights as well then. Perisno Pilgrims, I believe, become something. I remember one of you told me quite a while ago that they become some incredible units. So let's hopefully be able to level those guys up. And we will just level up a couple more of these guys as well. I'm actually thinking, should I lose some of these and gain some Perisno Pilgrims? Because Perisno Pilgrims are quite difficult to come across every now and again. So it would be quite nice to take as many as we can of those. And we will now be taking some pieces of loot to sell.